Ladies and gentlemen, and oh boy, have we got a crazy one for you today. The Orcs and Chaos are going head-to-head in a monumental battle. We've got lots of renegades going head-to-head, meeting on the chopper straight away. Artillery shells coming out of the Chaos lines and smashing right into the Orky Horde. It's Horde versus Horde today in the ultimate swarm battle. Greenskins versus a massive horde here of renegades, a couple of bloodletters and some Black Legion folk, and already that artillery is really helping out the Chaos team here. However, the Orcs, undeterred, are still charging forward. They've got mega knobs on the front line. They've got choppers and shooters to back them up too. Now, two critical areas here on this battlefield. We've got the far flank over here, which is basically going to be this little ditch area. As you can see already, the forces of Chaos here have moved bloodletters to the flank, and they are just devouring the Orcs handedly at the moment, backed up by renegade gunners. But yes, these bloodletters are not to be trifled with at all. Just look at this, the mosaic of death behind them as they carve a pathway here through the Orcs. The Orcs, though, just love a good fight, so they're going to keep fighting them there. So in the main center then, we've mainly got renegades who are going to be trying to hold the center against the Orc onslaught. The next main part is over here. On the far left-hand flank is this hill here, Overlook Hill, from which you can basically see the entire battlefield, and already the forces of Chaos storming forward yet again, putting demons on the flank. So this seems to be the Chaos tactic at the moment to take on the Orky Horde. They've moved all demons to the flanks to try and pincer the Orc war that is currently coming in right at them. You can see that there's a lot of gunners lining up here right behind all these demons, just laying it into the Orcs. The Orcs do have their own gunners, but I don't think they've quite got to the front line yet. They are going to start lining up bit by bit, but that artillery, man, it's absolutely devastating these Orc hordes, along with the bloodletters. But the Orcs in the center, though, are making damn good progress here with the heavy mega knobs that are just coming in and ripping open these renegades. The renegades in the center are really just a holding pattern, trying to let the artillery do its work. But you can see that the artillery, every now and then, it'll launch an Orc right into the center of the Chaos, and the Orc actually survives it. Yeah, look, let's see if we can see any survivors here. There we go. Look, we got a couple of mega knobs there that survived that artillery attack and are now just ripping open guardsmen all around them. Well, Chaos guardsmen. More and more Chaos are starting to surge forward. We have got a nice line of gunners now, all lining up right behind them. Have the Orc gunners arrived? Yes, they have. All these puffs of smoke over here that you can see, these are the Orcs returning fire with their shooters. Chaos is looking a little bit thin on the center here. That artillery needs to work overtime, though I will imagine that some of it has been taken out now by the presence of these shooters. How are we doing on the far flanks? Yeah, as predicted, the khorne demons here holding back the Orcs really well, advancing over the corpses, just making a lovely, lovely miasma of death. Little Timmy might even get his own little blood lake by the end of it. You can see more and more demons here just forcing right into the flank. The Orcs desperately trying to plug the gap here, throwing mega knobs at them. Oh no, that's not going to be a good fight there. The mega knobs really going to struggle against the much more rapid and agile demons here. Yeah, look at this. Khorne is really pushing on that flank heavily there, and he's actually winning. The Orcs not getting enough forces into it. Let's go back to the center, though, because it actually looks like Chaos is running out of forces over here. How are we doing on the hill, though? So we have got this little advance over here. Oh, God. Yeah, that was the system catching up with all the death then, because there's just that much of it. But yeah, these demons here have really made a rapid advance across this hill, which has allowed some of the Chaos Gunners now to start taking up positions in an Overwatch form and just laying the smackdown right on top of the Orcs. The Orcs are paying a heavy price for this advance at the moment, but they are making it really good grounds in the center, though. I mean, the kill count is a little bit disparate at the moment, but Chaos is, you know, sort of tanking a little bit. Oh my God. It's really hard to call at the moment because Orcs are winning in the center here, but Chaos is definitely winning on the flanks, like just over here. There's so many demons on the flank that you just need to get some shooters over here to really start focusing them down. The orcs are now starting to throw choppers at the situation, which is exactly what they need. Just bodies on the line, and lots of them. High damage, low health. They don't want to be wasting the knobs against these guys. But yeah, look, more and more choppers are coming round now, bit by bit. We can see that the gunners here for the orcs are all lined up and are starting to actually provide some decent covering fire. Does look like the orcs have broken through the first line here in the center. Look at that. Yeah, the orcs are now pouring through. They've created a gap. So the chaos here now really need to close this pincer back round there through the orcs to stop the orcs smashing their way through this line. Because now the orcs are starting to outflank the gunners and are chopping literally their way through all of them. Look at this though. We've got a lovely little blood lake starting to appear down here. Not quite deep enough yet for little Timmy, but we will get there eventually. But the orcs are definitely starting to break this line now. Look at this body mounting here. Just all the corpses that have piled up. Absolute insanity. How are we doing on the far flank though? Is this going to be another breakthrough here for the orcs? It does look like they're getting another little breakthrough. Okay, so the forces of chaos are going to be divided into, which is, I don't know if that's good or bad. They might be able to complete their pincer maneuver if this does happen. But they are starting to run out of troops on this side, the orcs. I'll say that, but look at all this over here. My God, there's still a hell of a lot on this side. There's still a lot of demons over here. It looks like a thin line, but my God, these things are powerful, so there's still a lot of them over here. But that orc firepower has gotten to be bearing some sort of effect on them now, especially on the gunners in the background. The gunners really don't have that much health. But yeah, Chaos is trying to desperately close this pincer here. About 250,000 troops left for both teams at the moment. It's really neck and neck. Sorry, the 250,000 kills each for both teams. My God. Yeah, but Chaos, look at this. The pincer maneuver is coming in bit by bit here. Even though they've only got the 63,000 remaining, they're sort of pulling that kill counter back now bit by bit. You can see that we've got a Black Legion here, just all by himself, trying to take on a bunch of Chaos. He's doing a pretty good job. These guys are really tanky, and they'll take quite a few of them to the grave with them. Especially with them bolters that they're firing. But yeah, the teams are so even at the moment. I really could not call this. Because the Renegade Gunners are very squishy, so it's really coming down to all the demons that are on the flanks at the moment. So if Chaos can keep these demons alive, the orcs are going to be in for a world of hurt. And it does look like now that ever so slightly Chaos is starting to pull ahead. Oh my God. This has been an absolutely crazy fight though. Don't know what's going on between these two now. I think all the Chaos in the center have been completely wiped out, pretty much apart from a few Black Legion. We've got a few gunners over here on this side. Where are all them demons? Ah, okay, so the demons are off into the distance, chasing random orcs who are retreating. Oh, and the orcs are sort of like just doing this backpedal while shooting them as well, so it could be kind of effective for them. But in the meantime, the rest of the orcs are now facing off against the Chaos who are trying to charge down the hill right at them. There's only about 7,000 kills remaining between them. That's quite a crazy little disparity there. How are we doing with the demons up this side? Yeah, look at this. They're still throwing orcs at them. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a lot though. They're taking a hell of a pounding the orcs have on this side. The demons may have proven to be slightly too much for the orcs to be able to cope with though. Look at all these, man. There's still a lot of orcs piled into this area. But that kill counter is starting to change in the favor of Chaos ever so slightly. More and more as each passing second goes on here. We've got a lot of gunners left in the center here for the orcs, who are currently being opened up by these bloodletters now. Oh no, but look at this. We've still got a lot of orcs over this side here. And these guys are swarming the bloodletters, cutting them off bit by bit. That's more of a way that you want to do it. Capture them a little by little, take them on one at a time and just swarm them. So there's no reaction. What we got going on over here? Okay, so this is, yeah, pincer maneuver on some orcs over here. It does look like then largely that the hill has been captured by Chaos. We've got a bunch more gunners over here. And I think they've actually managed to take out a large chunk of the demons. Having said that, more of them are pouring down from the hill as we speak. There's only 6,000 orcs remaining here. 22,000 chaos. It's been an epic fight. The Black Legion and the Bloodletters are really what tipped it in favor. Let's face it, the Renegades were just nothing but a meat shield in this fight. But they did their job magnificently. Look at this. Oh my god, it just looks like it's covered in orc bodies. Because of the amount of orcs that were killed by the Bloodletters. But it's absolutely fantastic fight that we've had here as we come down to our last 1,800 orcs, who are, some of them are just retreating off into the distance. So we're going to go back to these guys over here, because this seems to be where the main gaggle of them was. Oh my god, they died real quick. Oh no, some of them are over here. There we go. Wow, that was really quick how quickly a lot of these died then. But yeah, they're trying to take on a few Black Legion, and good on them. If they manage to take down a couple of these Black Legion, that's going to be massive amounts of damage to the Black Legion's forces. Invaluable some of these troops are. But ladies and gentlemen, I think with the last 500 now running around the map, just taking on little individual troops here and there, I do think we can call this one here. Let's go over to our lovely little group here. And as always, I do hope you've had a blast. I know I have. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all the channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button below. And while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and check out this amazing metal wall art? Wouldn't you love to have this cybernetic doggo hanging from your wall? With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.